How's it going, guys? Bring your platoon here and again, and welcome back to another great game in World of Tanks Xbox One Edition. This is going to be a decent game in this tank, which is going to be, by the way, the Tier 9 Jesus Christ, the rear-mounted turreted Tier 9 Russian medium tank, the Object 430 version 2. And yes, this is one of those tanks that requires you to shoot premium to reliably pen anything in your tier frontally, as it only has 201 201 standard AP pen, with your premium heat pen being 330 millimeters. So yeah, you're going to be using that a lot more than your AP rounds, as you can tell by my loadout. You go up against anything in Tier 9, you're going to be bouncing off your own tiered medium tanks with 201 pen. It's pretty fucking funny. And that's like flat on. Pretty funny stuff. If RNG fucks you with a minus 25% penetration roll, your penetration, instead of 201, let's just round it to 200 for convenience sake. And what's 25% of 100? Okay, 25, so times that by 2. Your penetration could be lowered down to 150. Yeah, I know, it's ass, but yeah, that's the reason I have the loadout as I do for this tank. And besides that, this thing is a beast. On PC, they nerfed the turret. Instead of making it 248 millimeters of protection in the turret in the front, they nerfed it down to like 148 or something. I don't know what it is, or like 186. I don't remember. I don't remember. And then this guy, that BLYAT 25 TAP, ooh, he definitely had a good game there. Trying to spot for the whole team right off in the beginning, because that's what you got to do in the game, is throw away your tank to spot one or two enemies and then die immediately after. So I'm jerking along here, and I don't know what the fuck is up with World of Tanks servers, but they kind of been shit lately. And by lately, I mean for like the past few months. Because ever since they quote-unquote fixed the, what the fuck is it? I did not need to shoot heat there, but I figured I would load it for the T10, and then he fucked off, and that's why I'm shooting heat at that guy. The latency bar in the top left corner, the thing that's green right now, that you'll see go down to like maybe yellow or maybe 4 bars of green, in and out of the game, or over and over again. I don't know how to word that, but yeah. So, yeah, what's this tank good for? It is good for side scraping. I can't believe that penned. I mean, I can believe it, but I can't believe the tracks just didn't absorb the full damage of the shot. And then I get a blind shot into him because he's so predictable and falling back. And look at this shit. What business did that have hitting him? Getting exceedingly lucky here, because your accuracy in this tank is 0.37, I want to say? 0.37 or 0.36 for the gun, and that this is, of course, the best the tank can possibly be. I have the top package. Everything's howdy doody. Anyway, threw myself off track there. This tank is great for side scraping, as long as you don't shoot at the roof of your, or the back roof of your turret. Can be overmatched because it is only 30 millimeters thick, I think. But the rest of it's great. Even your hatches are strong. I won't go into detail about armor because I honestly don't know. All I know is that they're pretty much on par. If not, they're a little less armored than the Object 430U on console, because obviously this is a Tier 9, and that'd be really fucked up if they were stronger than a Tier 10's hatches. Even though hatches are universally supposed to be weak points, but we won't go into we won't go into that. But just know that the hatches are strong, and so is your turret if you're side scraping. It can turn. Maybe I should at least look at the fucking gun arc. You can turn it. I'll just look it up. I don't want to be. Yes, continue to the site. Thank you. I don't want to be misfeeding you information that is wrong. What is the gun arc on this thing? So it is 16 to... What's happening here? What? You get 10 degrees. Or, oh, sorry. 90 degrees in each direction. God, I'm fucking retarded. But yeah. You can turn your turret pretty much not all the way around, but to the point where you can just use your tank like a tier 9 waffle, poke out, and shoot around corners. I don't know why you'd do that, since this tank is great at side-scripting. But anyway, you could do that. What do I notice? The gunner dies in this tank a lot. I don't know why, considering the gunner would probably have to be in the turret. Although I will say that people like to shoot premium at this thing's turret, because when you're side-scraping, you're pretty much fucking invincible. I don't know what this fucking jokester's doing. Oh, get a little bit of damage before the game's over. And he's shooting heat, because why wouldn't he be? And then he dies by bouncing off my side, and then getting raped from behind by a friendly conqueror. So I wanted to put a heat shell through the turret there, but the spaced armor, it makes it so that I can't. And the only thing that this tank really struggles with is gun depression. You have to literally put your ass end up a hill to aim down at people. What is the gun depression? I probably should have looked at that before I fucking closed out of the site of tanks.gg. Okay, come on. Load it up. There you go. Okay, what is the gun depression for you, you piece of garbage? 4 degrees! 4 degrees of gun depression doesn't give you much. And I was right with the ass end of the turret roof being 30 millimeters in total. But yeah, they nerfed, there we go. The PC nerfed the turret down to 180 millimeters. And that means you can pen it with pretty much standard ammunition. That pretty much sucks dick. But in console, it's 248 all around in the front. That doesn't make sense. 248 in the front, and unless they shoot premium at you, they're not gonna pen you reliably. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Skoda does a little flip, and not a flip, but like a little jump, and I finish him off there by just auto-locking him because, yeah, end of the game, don't really care that much. I already have a decent damage total. I will 3-mark this thing. It'll just take some time. You'll see at the end of the game stats that I'm relatively close to a 3-mark. I'm like 2.2, I think, away from marking it. Or 2.2%. It's just an expensive tank to run. As you can see, I also run it with the combat rations as well. Simply because I needed that added view range, because this thing, it needs all the gun handling help it can get, because its gun is not exactly accurate. But it can shoot very quickly. I think it shoot every 6 seconds, or just see when I shoot and how fast my reload. Yeah, it's like 6 seconds roughly. So that's pretty great, and you got a 100 millimeter caliber gun, so you're doing like 320 every shot. It's pretty bonkers. But yeah, very expensive tank to run. And even with firing premium, I made, 10,000 damage. Woo! Or sorry, 10,100 if I'm going to round. But yeah, that's almost 6,000 combined, with a majority of it being base damage. And that's pretty much, you have to do like 4,500 damage a game in this tank to 3-mark it. So it's not terrible, but if you meet with a lot of, high tier TDs and heavies and mediums flinging heat or APCR premium rounds at you, then, well, you're not going to last very long if they know how to press the 2 key, or, well, not 2 key, that's for PC. The A button for Xbox and the X button for PS4, I would assume. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.